Good morning, everyone. I'm Mónica Sarabia, Project Manager for Internationalization and Cooperation at UNED. Today we're going to delve into a concept that is redefining higher education in the 21st century, internationalization at home. The goal of this session is to equip you with the strategic tools needed so that your university not only sends students abroad, but also brings the world to our campus in an inclusive and digital way. In this presentation, we will cover the following topics. What is internationalization at home, IAH, and its benefits? Virtual mobility, COIL, MOOCs, joint and dual programs or degrees. From the point 2 to 5, we want to share the specific tools to carry out in order to establish your work in IAH. To begin with, we must ask ourselves, what do we mean when we talk about internationalization? It is not just physical mobility. Internationalization at home is defined as the intentional integration of international and intercultural dimensions into the formal and informal curriculum for all students, within their own national learning environments. In this way, an institution's international management is not limited to physical mobility, but seeks to achieve the institutional vision through cross-cutting actions on campus. According to Jane Knight, it is a comprehensive process that must permeate teaching, research, and management. But I would like to highlight the evolution proposed by Hans de Witt. Internationalization must be intentional. It is not enough to have agreements, we must design experiences that improve educational quality for the entire community, making a real contribution to global society. The benefits of internationalization at home for students are significant and span a variety of areas. 1. Inclusion and equity and access. Global learning at home is an inclusive and democratizing strategy, as it allows the entire university community to access international experiences, overcoming the limitations of traditional physical mobility that typically benefits only a minority or a globally mobile elite. This is vital for students facing socio-economic barriers who cannot afford to study abroad, but also for other student profiles, such as working students or those with family responsibilities, as it gives them the opportunity to balance their lives and their studies. 2. Development of global competencies. Students acquire essential skills to thrive in an interconnected world, such as intercultural sensitivity, the ability to adapt and be open to learning from diversity. Multilingualism, improved proficiency in foreign languages through active practice in real-world communication contexts, such as personalized sessions or courses taught in other languages. Global critical thinking, the ability to analyze problems from diverse cultural and geographical perspectives. 3. Strengthening the professional profile. IAH enhances the quality of professional education by aligning curricula with international standards, which opens new career opportunities in a globalized and complex market. Tools such as COIL, collaborative online international learning, allow students to work on real-world projects with peers from other countries, fostering innovation and individual responsibility. 4. Social awareness and global citizenship. This approach promotes greater social responsibility by involving students in solving global problems and engaging them in intercultural dialogue. By aligning with digitalization, IA contributes to the Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, promoting gender equality and reducing inequalities. 5. Enrichment of the learning experience through the exchange of diverse ideas and perspectives within the classroom. Whether physical or virtual, the learning process is enriched, and the quality of education and research is improved. Programs such as the Buddy Club or peer mentoring facilitate the adaptation of international students and allow local students to experience an international environment from their own university. Our strategy is not isolated, it aligns with the 2030 agenda. By implementing these tools, we are fulfilling 4 Sudanese pounds, ensuring quality education for all. With 5 Sudanese pounds, we are closing gender gaps through the use of technology, and with 10 Sudanese pounds, we are reducing social inequalities. We are building a university that not only teaches but also transforms the global social fabric. The COIL, Collaborative Online International Learning, model, also known as a virtual exchange, serves as a teaching and learning paradigm that uses digital tools to connect classes at geographically distant institutions. Its implementation in the classroom is based on the following key aspects. 1. Design and co-teaching. The process begins with the collaboration of 2 or more teachers from different countries who work as a team. Together, they develop a shared syllabus that links their courses. Although students are in different locations, the model engages participants in learning the content through their own cultural perspectives while sharing experiences with their international peers. 2. Work methodology. The model is student-centered and is eminently experiential and collaborative. Students work in multicultural teams to solve real-life projects or analyze academic content, which fosters positive interdependence. The success of the project depends on a joint effort. Individual responsibility. Each member must do their part to help the group move forward. Real-world communication. A foreign language is used for authentic, not simulated, communication. 3. Modalities and digital environment. Although the international component is exclusively online using internet tools, the course can take 2 formats. Fully virtual. The entire teaching process takes place on digital platforms. Hybrid, blended, students attend traditional in-person sessions at their own university but carry out international collaborative activities virtually with their foreign partners. 4. Enrollment and assessment. Unlike traditional mobility programs, in the COIL model students are typically enrolled solely at their home institution. Credits and grades are awarded by their home university, even though they have worked collaboratively with students from another country during the semester. 5. Learning objectives. The purpose is not only to learn a technical subject but also to develop intercultural and global citizenship competencies. By interacting with people from different linguistic and cultural backgrounds, students improve their adaptability, resilience, and innovation in international settings. MOOCs are our window to the world. They are massive, open, and free courses. Their mission is the complete democratization of knowledge. We can use them as XMOOCs, which are more structured and traditional, or as CMOOCs, where the network and the students themselves co-create the content. They are the perfect tool for continuing education and for projecting our academic excellence abroad without borders. MOOCs, massive open online courses, have established themselves as a fundamental tool for higher education due to their ability to transform the traditional educational model and democratize access to global knowledge. Below, I explain the key reasons why MOOCs are ideal in this context. 1. Democratization and global access to knowledge. MOOCs represent a real option for the democratization of knowledge. Barrier-free access. They allow any user with a device and an internet connection to access high-quality content, with no limitation other than their own motivation to learn. International reach. World-renowned institutions, such as MIT, Harvard, and Stanford, offer courses that reach millions of people in hundreds of countries, eliminating geographical barriers. 2. Promoting internationalization at home. For universities seeking to internationalize without requiring their students to travel, MOOCs offer multicultural interaction. Forums and activities allow students to interact with peers of diverse nationalities, languages, and cultural backgrounds. Cutting-edge content. They facilitate access to global theories and practices, such as connectivism, that prepare students for a globalized information society. Academic collaboration. The model fosters cooperation among universities across the globe to share common intellectual assets. 3. Flexibility and lifelong learning. The MOOC model aligns with the need for lifelong learning. Self-directed learning. Students are directly and fully responsible for their own learning, developing autonomy and essential digital skills. Professional development. MOOCs are ideal for continuing education, allowing professionals and graduates to constantly update their knowledge without interrupting their work lives. 4. Technopedagogical innovation. MOOCs drive a necessary renewal in traditional universities by proposing new roles. They transform the roles of professors and students, shifting from passive models to more active, student-centered learning processes. Efficient use of resources. As open educational resources, OER, They optimize the cost-effectiveness and quality of teaching through reusable and scalable digital materials. In summary, MOOCs are not only an alternative for mass education but also a knowledge matrix that integrates pedagogical support, interconnectivity, and universal access, critical factors for any modern internationalization strategy at home. These tools are often confused, so this chart serves as your reference guide. In virtual mobility, the learner is a digital, visiting student. In COIL, the learner remains in their usual class but collaborates with others outside it. And in MOOCs, we're talking about mass dissemination with no entry requirements. Each serves a different purpose within our strategy. Continuing with our internationalization at home strategy, we'll examine dual and joint degrees OR programs. If MOOCs democratize access, these tools institutionalize international excellence at the heart of our academic programs. Architecture of international collaboration dual degree or programs, 2 independent diplomas issued by 2 different institutions. Based on mutual recognition of credits and curricular equivalence. Joint degree or programs, a single diploma endorsed and signed by all participating institutions. Curriculum designed from the outset by an academic consortium. Key difference. The dual degree combines 2 academic paths, the joint degree merges both into a single identity. When we talk about internationalization at home, we are essentially talking about the globalization of the curriculum without physical borders. This approach allows us to implement curricular interculturality, where students engage with the literature, research methods, and diverse perspectives of 2 countries simultaneously. Think of our classrooms as information hubs, connectivist systems where students integrate knowledge from vastly different sociocultural realities. By utilizing shared intellectual assets, we promote collaboration among international specialists to create a truly cutting-edge curriculum. Most importantly, this ensures academic accessibility, offering an elite international experience to students who, for economic or personal reasons, cannot participate in traditional mobility. What does this mean for our students' future? It means equipping them with global competencies for the 21st century. Graduates benefit from transnational recognition, which facilitates their entry into international workforces thanks to accreditation across multiple jurisdictions. Beyond the degree itself, this process builds language proficiency and adaptability, as students must navigate diverse administrative and academic systems. It fosters global critical thinking, giving them the unique ability to compare theories and solutions applied in different national contexts. Finally, it establishes an international network of contacts that serves as a permanent foundation for lifelong learning. How do we do it? At UNED, we have clear examples. CampusNet is our well-established virtual mobility network. We are also committed to training our staff, both faculty and administrative, through workplace English programs. And we don't forget the human element. The mentoring program fosters an informal yet vital form of internationalization, where our local students become ambassadors for their home institutions. To conclude, inclusive internationalization is not a distant goal, it is the present we are building. I invite you to view these tools not as an extra burden, but as an opportunity to make our university more equitable, modern, and global.